Hey everybody, today we're going to do my pickled porker on top of this Blackstone. So, let's get it. I don't know if I invented this sandwich, but I'm taking credit for it for now. So let's rewind here a minute and get a list of those ingredients. Yesterday's pork loin and pulled pork, some Colby Jack cheese, some fresh made Kaiser rolls, some sweet and spicy pickled chips, some pickled red cabbage, and pickled sweet red onion. And lastly, some of my barbecue sauce. Now what is my barbecue sauce, you may ask? Well, I guarantee you ain't never had anything like it before. It's kinda like North Carolina, but not quite. Let's dive into it. First, we're going to start with 1 heaping tablespoon of bacon grease. While that bacon grease is melting over a medium heat, we go ahead and puree up 1 small sweet Vidalia onion and get it added into the bacon grease. Once it's added in, we stir it regularly until the onions become very translucent and almost into a liquid form. You want to cook them down till they're very, very soft, which takes about 7 minutes. And then we add our other ingredients, starting with 1 cup of ketchup. Next, we add a cup of apple cider vinegar, a half a cup of packed light brown sugar, around a 1/4 cup of honey, depending on how much of that bite from that vinegar you want to take off. Then it's time to add your heat. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of crushed red pepper flakes, but you can do it to your desire if you think it's too spicy or not spicy enough. Lastly, I add in about 2 splashes of this Heinz Worcestershire sauce. Now this is just to add just a little bit of edge to it. Then we get everything nice and stirred up. Turn your knob down on low heat, stirring occasionally till you get this nice simmering bubble just like this. And after which, we put the lid on top and we want to simmer this for the next 30 minutes. Stirring it about every 5 minutes so the sugar and ketchup and spices don't get stuck to the bottom. After you've simmered it for 30 minutes, you can go ahead and transfer it over into a jar and use it pretty much immediately like I'm going to do, or refrigerate it. You can cap this off and store it in your refrigerator for up to 21 days. Alright everybody, let's get to griddling. We've had our griddle warming up over a medium heat until we've got this nice smoke going, so let's get this rolling. First we're going to get our pulled pork down. I smoked this pork butt yesterday and I used a sweet smokehouse rub from Kroger for the rub on that, smoking it over an apple and a hickory bit. It was an 8-pound pork butt that I smoked at 225 for about 13 hours with an hour rest before I pulled it. We're just going to warm it up a little bit. It'll only take about 2 minutes for this. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of raised rub. It's got 23 different herbs and spices made right here in West Virginia. None of this is going to take too long. So we're going to get our pork loin down. Notice how I'm putting the 2 halves down together. This is going to form our patty for the bottom of our pickled porker. It'll only take about a minute per side. I'm going to go wash my hands and take these plates out. Alright, let's give this pork a turn. Looking beautiful. Flip these pork loins over. Once again, like I say, all we're doing is just warming everything up. The rub that I smoked these pork loins with yesterday was Cosmo's Dirty Bird. Time for the cheese. I'll take this barbecue sauce and put some of that over here in a pulled pork. Get that all nice and mixed together. Give it a couple turns here. I'm going to turn this middle here off to our pork loin. Get some butter down over here, and about 2 tablespoons, which is plenty, probably too much, honestly. I'll turn it down to low. Turning off my pulled pork too. So all that over there is just the warmer. Get our Cider rolls down. The pulled pork seems pretty warmed up now. I allowed a ½ cup for each one of these sandwiches. So, get our pulled pork down on top of each one of these pork loins. Right on top of that cheese. It's looking porkalicious. It's about time to get these Cider rolls off and make these sandwiches. Time to get our meat and cheese down on top of each one of these Cider buns. I will say, this whole process took only about 6.5 minutes on the griddle. The longest thing was the barbecue sauce. Now that we've got our pork and cheese on there, let's get our pickled red onions on the top. Now we're going to put our pickled red cabbage down. And lastly, a couple of our sweet and spicy pickles to top it off. Now we'll get each one of our beautiful poppers on. Take a look at these beautiful pork sandwiches. I am calling them my pickled porker. I don't know if I invented this sandwich, but I'm taking credit for it for now. If you guys enjoy, let's get a bite. All right, everybody, my pickled porker. Check that out one time. Isn't that beautiful inside? Time to get a bite. Can't beat good bakery style Cider buns, baby. This bread, good, crunchy, delicious. That pulled pork and pork loin from yesterday, beautiful. As always, get yourself some of that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment if you have anything to say, and share it on any social media outlet you desire. Until next time, we'll see you here from West Virginia, smoking, grilling, and outdoors. Catch you on the next one.